Welcome back to the reading of I'm A.S.S, a Suicide Survivor by M.J. Forrest. You can pick up your own copy through Amazon if you would like. Now, we learned last week all the workers treated Donkey badly. Anna's suggestion was not to eat at all and dance. Shall we continue? Donkey got so sad hearing this day after day that he decided to give Anna's way a try. The very next morning, when Farmer came to fill his bucket with water and fill his trough with food, Donkey didn't eat it. He drank a little water, but that was all. When Farmer came in the late afternoon to change the water and refill his food container, he saw that Donkey hadn't eaten. The farmer wasn't too concerned and just changed the water. The next morning, he saw that Donkey still hadn't eaten. He thought that maybe Donkey had just slept all night and decided to wait until that evening. When Farmer came by that evening, the food still hadn't been eaten. He thought possibly the bucket needed a good cleaning. He dumped out the food and gave the bucket a good cleaning. He then put in fresh food in the bucket. The next day, Farmer petted Donkey really good, and then he looked into the food bucket, but it had been hardly touched. The farmer scratched his head and thought, could the big bag of feed in the covered container be bad? He walked home, got into his truck, and went to the general store that was 20 miles away. He bought a big bag of fresh feed and brought it back. First, he cleaned out the covered container, washed and dried it thoroughly, and then put the whole new bag of feed inside. He washed and dried Donkey's food bucket again and put in the fresh food from the newly bought bag. He was glad that the general store was a 24-hour, always open store, for he had gotten there late, and now it was later still. His wife and children would be wondering where he was. He petted Donkey again and went home. The next morning, when he looked into the food bucket, it was still there. He finally was so concerned that he brought the vet to find out if Donkey was sick. The vet prodded, poked, and looked in Donkey's mouth. The vet couldn't find anything and told the farmer to give it a few days. It was probably nothing. After the uncomfortable visit from the vet, Donkey would take his food and bury it. Day after day this went on. Donkey got thinner and unhappier. Donkey got so thin that his bones were starting to protrude through his skin. He kept measuring his waist, but he just couldn't get it to 19 inches. He got so sad that big tears rolled down his cheeks. Bella came along and told Donkey that he was a jerk to listen to Anna. She could see his bones sticking through his skin. She saw that he was shaking a little and would sway some even when he walked. She told him that his body was doing that for he was getting weak because he was starving. She saw that he was very sad and crying. She said there was a way to not starve and be happy and not really be fat and still eat all he wanted. Donkey raised his head listening. She told him that he would have to be careful if anyone was around, for her way was not everyone's way or to their liking. They would also get in his business and keep him from doing what he should be doing. He should follow her way. Though she wasn't as thin as Anna, she was very beautiful, and she was not fat. She told Donkey that she ate all she wanted when she went to parties, galas, and small dinner gatherings, and she also ate all she wanted when she was at home. She enjoyed all the sweets and foods everywhere she went. Then she would go home and get rid of it by throwing it all up. That was her secret. And with that, we're going to stop there and take up next week. And I hope this reading will help at least one person out there. And thank you for listening, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.